Okay, so we're back on the Outer Worlds. Today we're going to try and go to the Monarch, but we might go and see if we can find Scally, the Captain Irion on Scally. We also got to go and talk to Lilia Hagen. She runs the salvage shipping. She's on the... Why am I here then if she's there? I don't understand why it's dragged me back to the ship. Let's go talk to her first before we decide to go anywhere.
Heard from the last is down on 22.
Let's go see what she says.
Rizzo's knock you out.
Oof. I keep doing that. I just forget that you take damage.
Oh, neat.
Sup?
They got stuff in here I ain't seen in ages.
What if they got some type of secret handshake?
So you're the new captain in town. I was hoping you'd make your way to my office. Saves me the work of hunting you down. Lilia Hagen, CEO and Executive Director of Aggressive Operations. I'm guessing you already know about Sublight, otherwise you wouldn't have come.
Name's Bonding, Captain Hawthorne, the proud owner of the Unreliable.
A little advice. Before you start telling lies, get a feel for who you're talking to. It's nice to see the Unreliable again. Useful ship. Hawthorne was my contractor. I'd recognize that leaky boat of his anywhere.
I didn't kill him. Don't let ADA hear you calling her ship names. Get to the point, Hagen.
I didn't ask. I have a salvage job for someone light on corporate ties with a reliable set of wings. But there's a catch.
Just like in the serials.
If you have a nav key to Stellar Bay, the job's yours. Interested?
Yeah, sure, why not? I'm getting to Scylla Bay. Tell me about the job. What's so special about Stellar Bay?
One of my guys in Stellar Bay has a lead on some high-grade salvage, but he went dark before he could spill the goods. We arranged a drop at the Saltuna warehouse's loading dock. Find whatever he left there and take it to Fallbrook. My gal Catherine will be expecting you.
Let's have a job. What's Sublight doing in Fallbrook? What kind of salvage are we looking for?
A few of my contractors run flights in there and out again, working around with a board embargo. We keep the community lubricated with a steady supply of booze and unconventional erotica. Byzantium kids with more money than sense can thank Sublight for their good time.
A brothel. How unconventional, asking for a friend. Why do you need me if you already have people on the ground?
Catherine is tied up with other matters and I don't want her bothered. I told her I'd be sending my best fixer. Try and play the part.
I don't play the part, mate.
When the board pulled out of Monarch, they buried or sealed anything they couldn't carry off-world. Apparently, one of Catherine's teams uncovered an abandoned lab with full tanks of Alta Vitae gas. Now, get going. Catherine will brief you on the details when you check in with her at Fallbrook. One last thing. When you're on the job, keep a pair of eyes on the back of your head. Understood? You'll do fine. Probably nothing to worry about. Probably.
Don't know who we are.
I ain't worried if you aren't, Captain. Honest.
Cool. Let's go.
Felix Millstone, Sublight agent. I like the sound of that.
Tell you, it's bloody favor city, this. Can you do this favor? Can you do that favor? Can you do this? I don't want to do it, but you can do it. It's like, how about I don't do it? Oh, this is looking a bit
Ford had an asteroid
sketchy.
mining operation out here. Wonder what happened to him.
Looks like they started terraforming the place, but gave up halfway.
So we got a long way to run. Not running into trouble unless I have to. This place just looks like a generic planet you would see in a film.
Hey, outlaw.
They got him. Take the light ammo. What we got here?
Tremendous work, friend. Here I was readying a daring maneuver, and you've come and saved me the trouble.
Symptoms detected. Elevated heart rate, dilated pupils, increased sweat production. Subject appears to be terrified.
I'm not terrified, you bucket of bolts. That's victory sweat.
You didn't do anything. Captain Iron, I take it. Sure, buddy. What were they after?
The one and only. Wait, who's asking? Wanda didn't send you, did she?
She did. No, I don't know any Wonder.
I swear, land on Groundbreaker even a moment tardy, and that busybody's already been up your ass an hour. You tell her these automechs are coming, and sending a hired stooge to rescue me from certain peril only furthers my delay. No offense.
I mean, you were going to get your ass handed to you. None taken. I'll let the one know her shipment's on the way. You ought to be thanking me. You're lucky you're alive. Any idea what those pirates were after?
Yes, well, I shan't. Give Wanda my chilliest regards.
Did you bring me anything? New parts? Last weekend's crossword puzzle? Preferably not already filled out this time.
Unfortunately not. Before we jump anywhere, you'll report that back to them. Let's do this one. Warning, dangerous. Let's go there. On the right side of the solar system.
Message from Dr. Wells. He'd like to congratulate you on finding a route to Monarch.
Put him on screen. Doesn't this guy have a life?
Well done. You'll love Monarch. Exotic climate, violent native species, fascinating culture, really. You'll need to speak with Hiram Blythe. He's known as the information broker, and for good reason. If anyone knows where I can find those chemicals, it's Hiram. I need those chemicals to revive the Hope's colonists. They can help us fight back against the Board. They can help us set things right. If we don't put a stop to the Board, they're going to drive this colony toward a complete societal collapse. You'll see what I mean when you arrive on Monarch.
Just tell me what to do. You sound like you've been to Monarch. Can't you just send him a message?
You'll want to hire the services of a skilled guide. I recommend a hunter by the name of Nyoka. Frequents the drinking establishments of Stellar Bay. Very hard to miss. Once you have everything you need, make your way to Hiram Blythe's compound. Best of luck. Everyone on the Hope is counting on you.
Captain, an unusual wavelength is coming through Monarch's aether wave frequencies.
The eternal is in us all. The OSI would have you believe that your place in society, indeed in the universe, is preordained. A man who works in the mines of Hephaestus, coating his lungs in mercury dust for not but a few bits a night. This fate is set in stone? When he dies young, coughing up black blood, His part in the grand plan? No, I say. Greatness is in everyone. Not just those so fortunate as to have been born into prosperity.
That
Reach.
was unexpected and odd.
Sounded like a bunch of nonsense. What was that? Seems interesting. I'd like to hear more.
Analyzing the subtextual ordering. I believe it was a type of sermon, Captain. Very zealous in origin.
I want to ask us, I guess. I'll be back. What's here? That didn't stand out at all, did it? Who are you?
Hey, hold on there. I gotta sign you in. Don't think I've seen you around. That means you must be new to Stellar Bay. You are new here, right?
Well, yeah. Whatever, I'm not here for chit-chat. You seem surprised. Well, that is my ship on the landing pad right next to you.
I knew it. See, I made what you call a logical deduction. You must have seen those UDL gunships on your way in.
A deduction.
There's only 3 of them
My
these
arse.
days. Still, they tend to scare folk off.
What are they doing out there? Takes more than a few gunships to scare me.
Wish more folk could say that. Gets awful quiet guarding a landing pad that never gets used. You may not have heard, you being new, but Stellar Bay hardly ever gets off-world traffic. Us being cut off by the board and all. Which means I never get to do this part, but I've been practicing, so here goes. On behalf of Monarch Stellar Industries, welcome to Stellar Bay, home of the freshest sal tuna in Halcyon. Please state your name for the records.
Captain Bondi. I prefer to travel discreetly if you know what I mean. I don't have time for this.
Swell. There's one for the logs. I'm even gonna give you your own entry code.
Cool.
I'm not supposed to do that. It's against procedure, but Mr. Sanjar isn't so strict about the rules here. Besides, I got a lot of empty entries to fill.
Is Stellar Bay really that isolated? You're not what I expected to find on Monarch. I'm going to have a look around town.
We don't get ship traffic in town. Only off-worlders who do make it out here are sublight. They got a base in Fallbrook. And thank the stars for them, or we would have run out of Rizzo's Purple Berry Crunch years ago. Mr. Sandra will be mighty pleased to meet you. If you see him over at headquarters, maybe you could tell him I did a bang-up job of welcoming you? Oh, and if you're headed that way, maybe you could do me a favor?
Ugh, Favor City. I'm sorry, I don't have time for this, mate. I'll come back and see what you want.
And the little bastard's slippery, right? On account of its blood, so it's sliding all over the place, trying to crawl away. Getting so I can't tell the blood from the mud.
She's not sober at all.
But I gotta get in there, get right in that baby rap's stomach and dig it out. If so much as a drop of stomach acid got on that medallion, I don't know what I'd do. Might be I'd hunt every damn rapt out there. Right. What are you staring? Wait. You ain't from around here. Who are you?
Well, you're also perceptive. Bondi, are you always this drunk? I'm Bondi. Pleasure to meet you. Who are you?
If you think this is drunk, I gotta... you need to get out more.
I've been told.
Sit. Partake. Buy me a drink and let's chat.
Sure, another round, bartender. I'll stay and chat, but you look like you've had enough. I'm dodging get me an information broker. Thanks, but I'll take you up on that another time.
Well. Let's get down to brass nuts then, shall we? Wait, that ain't it.
Brass tacks.
Rats. Let's talk business. I'm headed back out there after I sober up. You want a guide sooner than that? You have to get me something to clear my head.
Oh, I can give you something. You ain't gonna like it, but I can give you something. That sounded better in my head. Sure, what do you need? I'm not in the mood to fetch things. How much time do you need? I don't need an escort. Just tell me how to get to Devil's Peak.
Oh, you want information for nothing? Very well. I am no match for your You're yammering? Here's how to get to Devil's Peak. Go south, along the road, not the river. Look for the mountain with devil horns. Watch out for raps, and mana swarms, and marauders, sulfur pits, and... You know, it'd really be safer if I went with you. You want to reconsider sobering me up?
Fine, what do you need? No thanks, I just...
Outstanding! Our dispensary here maintains a stock of, well, I don't rightly know what they are. Steroid or caffeine somethings? Pills. They're very good.
And I'm gonna pay for them.
I'm cut off for the month, on account of needing one just about every damn day. But I'm sure you've got your wily ways. Fetch me one and we'll be all set.
And if I can't get it, steroids are covering something you don't even know what that you're taking. You mean caffeinoid?
Well, they work. We got a deal or what?
Right, I'll be back. It's outside, I'm guessing. Ugh, telling you, it's Favor City. Do you see what I mean? Like, I know we want her to do us a favor, but
Velma seemed to search
If Velma...
please
Hello,
have them.
Dearie. Why, I don't believe I've seen you before. And with sweet cheeks like those, I'd remember. What can Auntie Abigail do for you?
I've been asked to pick up medicine, some kind of caffeine or steroids. Who's Velma? Are you in charge of handling out medication?
Bless your little heart. You must mean caffeinoid. If it's pep you need, one pill does the deed. Now, dearie, who's this pickup for?
Me. Good for me.
I'm so sorry, but with the iconoclasts and the marauder filth chasing away what little trade we get, I'm afraid I have to reserve my supply for Stellar Bay residents.
Should have said her, but she's at
All reserves have gotten so low, I've even had to start locking the supply room upstairs. Isn't it a shame what some people will do to get a little extra?
Oh, you can't trust people these days. Oh, that's just awful. You don't give 5-finger discounts, aren't you?
Aren't you a naughty boy?
Ew.
There
I'm a
are
good
no
boy.
discounts here, but Auntie knows what to do with mischievous men like you.
What? What? Let's change the subject right now.
Oh, I'd have to talk to Mr. Nandi about you, of course.
Who?
Anyway, is there anyone else needing a pickup from Auntie Abigail? Oh, her. It's none of my business, but I have told her Dr. Williams would bump up her monthly allotment if only she'd join MSI. Contribute like the rest of us. Now I've gone and said too much. And you know me, dearie. I don't like to
You do
pry.
like to pry, don't lie. Somewhere I can increase...
Well, I'm afraid not. Dr. Williams managed the town's allotments from his terminal upstairs. Even I can't access them.
So I thought you were in charge around here, aren't you? You sure ought to be. Where can I find Dr. Williams?
Oh, you flatter an old woman. Me, I'm just here to be a pretty face for the customers. And to keep an extra key to the supply room, for all the times Dr. Williams misplaced his.
She's a busybody, let's be honest. Remind me, what supply room?
The one upstairs, where we store our medicines. In the town graveyard, I'm afraid. Poor man was always searching for the Flower of Enlightenment. On the way, he tried some rather daring substance combinations.
Where's the graveyard?
The graveyard's near the southern ruins. You're certainly welcome to pay our respects, but the bodies tend to attract beasties.
You're gonna go tussle with some raptidons? Because I've been practicing my dropkick.
Do be careful. I'd hate for anything to happen to you, dearie. Chin up, dearie.
Why have I got to talk
Selma's
to her?
capable of running the warehouse. She can certainly pick up her own.
That's the toilet.
Don't be so hard on her. With Brack's missing, she's working.
Okay. Take that. We'll leave the rest. Leave the rest. Because I don't really want to nick everything. You're still drinking.
Back. Good news? Bad news? All of the above?
You've got your magic pills. These things are dangerous, you know.
More or less dangerous than a steady supply of alcohol. Give it here. Whew, that hits the spot. Right in the, oh, no, there it is. There it is. Yes. We're in business.
At least your eyes are now wide open.
Let's go.
Glad to have you.
Great. Where to? Oh, Hiram? I ain't checked in on that man in an age. He's running the giant radio tower we lovingly call Devil's Peak. We'll be going south and west, mostly along the road till we're past Fallbrook. Out there, there's a western slope that'll lead us through some fun. You like hunting, right? That's fun. If you're more of a spelunker, Rotting River will take you into the mountain caverns. We can discuss options when we get closer. That said, 3's already a crowd. I don't mind waiting somewhere until you got a spot open.
Really explore on the ship. We need help now, Parvati.
I hope you like being part of our crew, Nyoka. We're real excited to have you.
Good old Stellar Bay. Only place on the planet. Right. Here's the road. Follow it south.
No, we will. We just gotta go and do this first.
Time for a round of whist. Or a round of whiskey. Or both.
We gotta
Sadie
make it to the
can't
bar.
stop thinking
Make a
about
couple
drink.
rounds, crack a couple heads.
She knew how hard it was to get the stuff that she
Socialize.
wanted. Should know that this wasn't easy to get her.
Wanna make a run with me to Stellar Bay?
Uh-huh. You blind, fella? Or can you not see I'm busy? Why is it every sissy pig fucker who strolls into my town expects me to smile and shout awful friendly? Welcome to Fallbrook. Only nugget of paradise in this entire law-forsaken land. Like a void damn advert.
I could listen to her talk for hours.
Okay, Felix, calm
Truthfully
down.
spoken, I do aim to properly represent my aforementioned nugget of paradise.
Nice to meet you, Bondi. Yeah, you're real friendly. Chump. If by nugget of paradise you mean piece of Manti Dungan, sure.
You know, I ain't heard that one before. Suppose I'll have to work harder to show you just what makes our town shine. But first, I'll need to know what brings you, stranger. Well, I'm half listening.
Like me, I barely listen. Actually, I'm the fixer. Your sublight problem. The boss sent me, you oaf. Need a hand for hire?
Good of you to finally haul your ass over here. I wired for backup weeks ago. Got something that's gonna require special extraction from Cascadia.
Cascady. Cut to the chase, Marlin. Right, the ultraviolet stuff that Lilia mentioned.
So you got a brain on them shoulders. Excellent. Makes my life a world easier. To extract the gas, you'll need to siphon it from the lab in Cascadia into one of your ship's fuel tanks. Totally safe.
But it isn't. I can get it done. Remind me what is exactly defined safe. Are you kidding me?
Meaning safe for me and my crew. Seeing as it ain't us undertaking the risk.
Saw that coming.
I do like your gumption, but let's not be hasty.
Why, it's fun to be
To get to the
hasty.
gas, you'll need to navigate through the town, which is overrun by marauders. The lab itself has become an infested nest, crawling with manatees. You gotta fight through or figure out some other way to exterminate them. Maybe the ventilation system?
No problem. She's handled them. I'll find a way around, remind me.
And will again. We ought to be taking any opportunity we get to bury those critters in lead.
Direct and aggressive. I always did like your sensibilities. You know when to strike and when to wait. Shame what came of your crew.
Crews are for ships. They were a family.
Good.
Close enough.
Part of our family
Now, after you clear the manatee nest and reach the storage room, all that's left is to get the gas flowing into the fuel system. The task will require someone with technical skills. Or you could force it through with a plasma overload. Don't recommend that option, though, unless you want to get dead.
Good thing we have an engineer who probably will handle it. Better do this safely. I've only got one ship.
And I'd rather not wait another several weeks for Lilia to send your replacement. Once you've got our goods, take them to the groundbreaker. Lilia's fencers ought to handle the rest of it. I've marked the coordinates for you to the lab in Cascadia. Use the passcode Antediluvian on the terminal to get in.
Antediluvian.
But before you make your run, I could use a heavy helping hand regarding a local issue. For a fine fee, of course.
Might be interested. Maybe I've got my hands full as it is.
Good. This particular matter of opportunity has been eating at me for a while now.
Favor C.
There's a Borst factory on up the way, run by a man who calls himself the King. Clive Lundberg, insufferable prick. That aside, it's a business ripe for the plucking. I want it. Clear as that.
I get the feeling this is going to involve murder and mayhem.
Stars, I hope so. Clive Lundberg, the self-proclaimed Borst King of Monarch, is swimming in profit and drowning in his ego. He's making the only meal to be had this side of Monarch, and I'm tired of ponying up for my dinner. I want that Borst factory, owner dead or alive. And you're the soon-to-be handsomely paid son of a bitch who's gonna get it for me.
What specifically do you want me to do? Easy as eating a cyst pig pie. Any tips on how I might get in?
If you got brass knockers, you could shoot your way through the front gate. If you don't fancy getting shot to shit, you can try asking Duncan for a disguise.
I'd rather go in.
Might be another way in, assuming you're courageous enough to trek the sewers. Boy, if I know. Hit him where it hurts. And his gut or his production lines ought to make do.
So I just killed Clive.
Sometimes the simplest solution is the sweetest. I don't give a whit about the method or the means, just the end.
Sounds good.
It'll be more than good when you're finished. Maybe not for Clive, but for me and
Always
you,
someone
I'm sure.
selfish. See, it comes back to being
Oh, if
selfish.
you don't fancy going in guns blazing or crawling through a sewer pipe, see Duncan in the dry goods and sundry building. He ought to have an employee ID in that stash of illicit goods he keeps for select clientele. May luck be with you, since I won't be.
Of course you won't be.
Hey, Cap, got a minute? Hey, got a favor to ask you. Next time we're out in the open sulfur, I'd like to stop in on an old friend of mine. Preferably before we get to Hiram's. It's on the way, don't worry. You don't seem the type to run off and get yourself killed, and I could use the help.
Everyone wants a favor. Thanks for the compliment, I think. Well, I definitely don't plan on getting myself killed. Just get on with it.
I'll be upfront with you. I hate asking for help. I hate it. Every time I give someone the opportunity to disappoint me, they seem to make it their most immediate goal. But this, what I'm thinking, it's dangerous.
I'm only asking and I fail to accept. What can I do? What kind of dangers are we...
Really? Here I was steeling myself for inevitable rejection. I used to run with a band of hunters. Friends. 6 of us. We were on Monarch when the corporations pulled out, and we helped a lot of people pick up the pieces. I haven't seen 2 of them in years, and the rest I know to be dead. I'd like to gather their effects and bury them all in the same places, like the family we once were. First, we go to Hayes. I buried him a ways from our encampment. I need to pay my respects. I'll show you where he rests. He had a medallion in his effects. That's what I'll bring home to bear.
Funny, because you were drinking not so long ago. Could you not have done this on your time?
Then we find my 2 lost trackers and bring them home. A long time ago, we built an encampment in one of Monarch's cave systems. Trouble is, a mana queen showed up and kicked us all out. If we can find Rebecca and Anders, they'll know how to lure her out. Then we kill the bitch and bury everyone's medallions together.
Sounds fun. Let's go.
Thanks, Cap.
Okay, so now we've got about 17 different missions to do. Hopefully you've all enjoyed.
Catherine
Catch
Galen
you
did sour milk
on the
just by
next one.
delivering at it.
Later.
She's fine.